Add to stage. There I am. Hello, hello. Ha. Ground Fog, Mr. Mock, Papa Rhino. Oh, yeah. Because it's better the second day. Oh, broccoli cheese soup. Oh, yeah, buddy. It happens to be Kimmer's favorite soup. So, she got hey, Mom. Tim Hortons makes a pretty good version, but I make better. So I make her soup. But it's a lot better and heartier than any soup that you can get from anywhere else. And it's tasty. I make another version of it where I add chicken and rice as well. And it's like very hearty. It's like a winter special soup. It's good. Hey, Neil. Oh, I'm telling you, man. Seriously, it really is. It smells great too. I don't know. Some people don't like the smell of broccoli, but this is the only way I'll eat my vegetables if it's hidden with like stuff I love, like cheese and. Stevie, what's happening? How'd your flight over Vancouver Island go? That's so cool that you sent that picture. And your flight path went right over Lake Cowichan. So, and I was checking the mail 15 minutes before you sent that. So you probably sent it as that was probably the plane that I watched fly over. So we're on the flight path to Seattle. So it's pretty cool. Pizza lover, what's happening? You could sense the presence. Yes. I'm sorry I'm eating this deliciousness in front of you guys, but I'm hungry and you got to feed the beast. But it's good to see that you've landed safely. Where do you usually land? Seattle, and then go from Seattle, or do you take it to a small island, like a little port, and get closer? It's okay. Nice. SeaTac. Yeah, I thought so. Grilled cheese, eh? Grilled cheese are tasty. So, congratulations if you're here. You made it through yet another week. So, high fives to everybody. Because that's that's hilarious. For the those that partake in that green stuff, that there is resin from really sticky, icky. that I partook before. Yeah. Flying over BC is, yeah, I'm telling you, man. The only way better, the only better way to see BC is taking a train through BC. Because, man, you see some stuff, and like some of the crossings and the bridges through BC Pass is like, if you were to take a train from, say, Revelstoke to Alberta somewhere, that's basically all you would need to see, because anything past Alberta is exactly the same all the way till you get to Ontario. And it's what's happening, Kyle? Seeing the North Cascades from that view is stunning. Yeah, I bet. Do you have a lot of bears around us? Last time I was in Sioux camping, I heard bear fights all night. Yeah, I mean, we don't have any of the, like, the scary grizzlies on the island, but we have like black bears, and they're just like labs. You can spook them just from talking to them. So they're more scared of people than they are of anything else. But yeah, Stevie, if you ever want to really appreciate BC, and take a train through all the mountain passes. I did it. I remember doing it as when we moved to Ontario for a few years as a kid. We went from Revelstoke all through the mountains, and then we went right to Ontario on the train, and it was absolutely stunning. I wish I had video cameras and smartphones and GoPros back then, because some of the adventures that we saw on trains was pretty amazing. Mimo, what's happening, brother? Bear fighting. Getting stuff out of your garage so I can actually do stuff. I feel that pain. Like, when I'm like, I have to literally take all the stuff. Like, if I'm making, like, for making stuff like this, I have to take all of, like, the grinders and the sanders and the vices, and I have to detach it from this to put it on the table. And the table's not, I mean, it's like a little coffee table. So I mean, I need a shop, but I like building shit too. So it's like, what have I been up to? Well, I just finished doing this. This is going out to Scab, and that's your handiwork there, Mr. Kyle. But that's basically what I've been doing. That's going out I think on the 18th it's going. But that, and coming up with ideas for the next build, which I have already. It's going to be a bigger version of that. That's the new build that I'm going to do. But I have to bend steel or get a bigger piece of steel. I've got one other big piece of steel, and I still have enough knives in this spring steel. I probably have like 5 knives worth of steel in that spring steel still. So, but it's cold, it's damp. Am I doing a saddle stitch on the leather? Dude, I don't even know what the stitches names are. So you got me beat on that, but whatever kind of stitch that is. And I use the Speedy Stitcher. You know what I mean? I don't know what I did with it. I think I put it in the box. Oh, I put it back into my kit. I think I put it back into this because I like having stuff put in the right spots. Because if I gotta go, it's gotta come with. I think it's this one. No, it's the other one. Yeah. With this thing. It's basically like an awl. So I just put I drill the holes with this thing, Dremel. I drill the holes, and then when I feed the Speedy Stitcher through the hole for the first time, I pull the string out, and then I go to the next hole, and because the hook or like it pulls the thread through, I just throw it through, and then once the loop is there, I throw the thread back and then pull it back and repeat until I get to the end, and then I just put it in the hole for the last one, cut on that side, wherever the side is where the string is that I'm feeding the holes into, if that makes any sense. I tie up with that. So that's what I did. So if that made any sense to you at all, that's what that stitch is, and same with those stitches, and those stitches, and those stitches, and those stitches. But couple that with some glue holding the pieces in place. I mean, this is the best build I've done so far, but I would have done stuff different right here had I not cut this part, because I was supposed to actually cut this part instead of that part. But can I show a Bark River? I can. Which one do you want? The Bowie? Oh, the Bowie's. I've got this one out. That's the Bushcrafter. The other one, I can get it. Yeah, just give me a sec. You're talking about the Teddy, right? Yeah, just give me a sec. This is Kimmer's little. I like the handle. It's purple burrow wood. But she's got that one. And it's a big beast of a knife, that's for sure. The leather work on Bardic River stuff is pretty good. I would have put this snap on the other side, coming up on this side, like the back side of the knife instead of this side, because that's just what I would have done. Because this thing is heavy and razor sharp, so no worries. Ontario, right, Mimo? Can't remember where you are, actually. A few provinces away, anyway. New Brunswick, that's right. You're on the other coast, way over. I like it when it's this temperature because then you can just drink it. It's great. How much snow you guys got left? Work Tough Gear has a sister company in New Brunswick for us Canadians to buy. Really? But they're probably bought outright when the new stuff comes out. The Nomad Bushcrafter. I have yet to get any Work Tough stuff, but the way Scab talks about it, like the shit's bulletproof, and if he can beat the crap out of stuff the way he does, and they still stay true, I mean, that's nothing but the mountains. Yeah, we had we had slurries and slush a couple times, but we basically only had like maybe 6 days of snow, which is, we used to get like a couple weeks worth of snow, but what's up, Squatch? How you doing? What's everybody carrying today anyway? Got the camper with the little Olight. I got this little Olight, Bic Lighter, PM3, and the Bushcrafter. And what else do we got here? Leather wallet. That's all I got. Yeah, me too, Mimo. It ain't. What do we do? What do we do? We just do this. Yeah. Seriously, people, it's one of the easiest soups to do. Well, not really. It's not really hard. It's just a couple steps. But like the second day soup is all the flavors melded and got a little thicker. Oh, it's just so good. He didn't break it, just one of the bolts came up. So the actual hammer is still okay. It just needs a new bolt. My buddy just got a bunch of Work Tough modular toolboxes. They're pretty pricey. Awesome. I want some. That's like me, Kyle. I still have deals that Canadian Tire gave like a few years ago that are still not to par with what they're offering. Like I am the cheapest cheap, and I look for all of the deals because I don't have a lot to work with, but when I see a good deal, damn, I jump on it. Shaman and Viper Key. My Benchmade auto assists like always. Yeah, buddy. Would have sucked to buy a Skidoo this year. Yeah. And they're not cheap, man. Like you can get a decent car for the same price. Or you can get it like a side by side and put those tracks on those. QB Titan Tit yes, buck 33.71, Tiny Sog, Mini, the Pew Pew and the Pew Pew. Kind of depends on where in Canada you live. Like if you're in the mountain, even the mountains right now didn't get much snow. So obviously the further north you go up, but like 90% of Canadian population lives within the first 100 miles of the border. So or maybe it's I think it's first 100 miles of the border is where 90% of Canada lives. Hey Robert. Hey Mr. Pete. Hope you're doing well. Brother, any day that we're blessed to have on this side of the dirt and blessed to have broccoli cheese soup. Living the dream, Mr. Pete. Living the dream. Hey, Bushcraft. Biggie. My dream is to be rich as fuck. Fuck yeah. I'll build a compound and all like-minded people can come to said compound and we'll just eat and be merry. or Jerby or Kimmers or Mark or Mimo. I think it would be neat to have a chunk of property where we could have like our own like Canadian version of Blade Show. And then bring all the Canadians or all the Americans up to look at our knives that aren't as fun. So I can see it being like a, but it'd be cool to hang out with this like-minded people. Squirrely Shirley. Or the Temple one, Shirley Temple. The non-alcoholic version of a drink for kids. LTD every day. As long as you're blessed to wake up each day and see a flower, a blue sky, have clean water to drink, have the opportunity to come out and hang out the likes of me on stuff like this. Ozark, you know what I'm saying. Horton. Shirley Horton. Damn shame what happened to Timmy Horton there. I just have to rinse this out because it gets stuck. Yeah, that was tasty. A simple sunrise. Yeah, it's true. Stay blessed, Mr. Pete. Have a good weekend. I know you guys are already into your weekend. We're a day late and $1 short. But have a good one, buddy. Do-it-yourself American? What's happening? It's actually really not hard to see good in the world. I got good blinders that can just kind of block out. But this world's fucking up. Our government's fucking both of us, Yankees and Canadians. Kimmer's got like a warning on from YouTube, and YouTube was defending the actions of those that like little people, and she got dinged with like hate speech or like some sort of warning about hate speech. It just like I just don't understand. But anyways, I partied it up in Winnipeg. times when I was 19. That was like 33 years ago. So you're 52. I guess I'm stuck in reality because most days really do suck. Something like pedos should die, basically, and I'm totally on the same page. Like, if you do anything to little kids or animals, like you're pieces of shit. And the less people like that we have in the world makes it a safer place for our young ones to grow up in. What's happening, TZ? Most Gen Xers do. Like, we were built and bred and raised way different. When we were out of line, we got a smack. Nowadays, if we discipline our children, we go to jail. It just doesn't make fucking sense. Just doesn't make sense. And you watch, I'll probably get dinged a hate speech just from that comment or my opinion, which is fucked up. Just so fucked up. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. The feelings police totally took it to heart. Makes no fucking sense. What's up, brand new American? You know what I'm rocking. Erdy. Yes, sir. Extra large. Appreciation, respect, and good energy to you all. Unless you're a chomo pedo, then yeah, absolutely. Abso-freaking-lutely. Popcorn run. Yeah. I might be one of the weirdos or the oddball out, but I don't like the smell of popcorn. Just don't like it. I just don't like it. Oh, we should be calling you Grandpa then, Mr. Neil. Grandpa Neil. 90% of Gen Z is completely uneducated and useless, not to mention pathological. Yeah. It's too much of fantasy world. Every day, man. Seriously, every day. I've literally beaten the crap out of it. I hit the freaking strap on it, and that's all I've ever had to do with this knife. And it still has that little itty bitty chip in it, but it gives it character. Can you see it? It's like just this little tiny itty bitty. Here, where can I put there? There, you can see it there in the tip. But yes, sir. And I even still have the little glowy beady thingy. Because, yes, sir. I definitely have favorites. I was blessed. Like, people have gifted us a lot. And I do put them through the rotation, but that I always have the ones that I always go back to because they hold up to the beatings that I give them. So, I mean, they're just... Spyderco Steel is something else, I tell you what. butter and chili powder. Yeah. What everybody doing for the weekend? What's big plans for everybody? Of course, we live in the wettest part of Canada, so we're loving the rain, obviously, but it's a rainy weekend here. And it's still pretty cold, so but spring is coming. Hopefully. No more snow, knock on wood. Where's the real wood? Right there. And yeah. Warmer times. But I want it to be moist throughout spring so we don't get a early fire ban. Not that I've been doing fires, like I'm shitting the bed on my Fatwood Fridays. I really am. It's just just you know what I mean? Having a fire sale, time to move on. Why is it that I can't see Sharp Guy? He's in here all the time, but I can never ever see him. Just makes no fucking sense to me. I'm gonna see if I can see him on the tablet. The channel, yeah, and the lives. And I can't even see him on, like, I can't see him on, oh, you guys can't really see either. But, like, I can't even see him in, oh. I can't even see him in any of the chats. Like, if you guys can see, like, he's never. So, Sharp Guy, seriously, hi, dude. But, like, why can't I see you ever? Ever. He's a ninja, yo. It's true. Must be. Just don't understand. Smoke screen. He's here, but he's not. Mr. Dwayne, what's happening? One moon? Hey, man. How you been doing, Mr. Letterman? How was your week? What are you carrying today, Mr. Letterman? Maybe I blocked him accidentally. Yeah, like I don't. I only block people that are like absolute douchebags. So, and he's not one. So, like, I don't understand. I don't understand. And I can, like, oh. Oh, Mr. Kyle. Mr. Kyle sent in stuff. I have some Spartan blades for sale, some archery stuff. Spenza, all has to go. Do you have a wrench? You can put links to stuff that you're flogging in here if you want, dude. Bushcraft. If you're if you guys want to connect with each other, Mimo, you don't have a wrench. What the hell? Got to remedy that. How did you not get a wrench? It's one of them guys. There you go. Now you got it. I can't believe you didn't have. Who else doesn't have one? Like everybody else. Oh, Heyman doesn't. Anyways, don't understand how I can't see Sharp Guy. Like, how do I? Okay, so where do I go to see settings? Here we go. We'll go into the settings. Oh, that's the tablet settings. I don't know the tablet settings. Oh, no, maybe it is. I don't know. Sharp Guy. Sharp Guy ATX, right? Yeah, like I'm subscribed to him. Like I know, like that's the guy you guys are talking about, right? Sharp Guy. Why can't I see you when you're? I just don't understand. I just don't understand. I don't understand. 723. 723 subs. Yeah, man. I'm like, Scab gave me a shout out. I had like 701 subs, and then I jumped another 22 or 23. I got up to 2220 or 725, and then it went back. I don't know. When it happens, it happens. He changed his name. It's Invisible Guy at ATX. Yeah, like seriously, I don't understand. Don't know. Understand? I don't understand. Like I'm subscribed to him. You would think I would be allowed to see him saying, "Hey, what's up?" And it's like I've seen he's been here. How many lives have you been to, Sharp Guy? Like probably a million. Well, a while anyway. And like it doesn't. You just don't come up. I don't understand. He's the ninja. The ninja, the in and outer, stabs you 10 times and then he blinks. But one day I'll get to that fabulous 1,000 subscribes, and then I don't understand how other channels have access to doing like I lost my train of thought there. Too many puffs on these things. Maybe if I put him in timeout, he will appear in your chat. Mimo, whatever, like I have faith that you would do. You're doing it in good. If you think that'll work, then yes, sir. Because it would be nice to be able to see the people that are here, and not to be like thinking, "Hey, is he talking smack? Like why can't I see him, but he can? You guys can see him. Am I not worthy of his interactions?" I don't know. Maybe maybe he blocked me. I don't know. No, because if you block something, you can't interact on their thing. I don't know. I don't know. It'd be neat to be able to. Do you have total control, Mimo? I think I just gave everybody that one level. I have trust issues, so. Anyone interested in a cursed MagnaCut SM Sebenza 31? Oh, anyway. Oh, okay. Anybody with a wrench can do it. Gotcha. Does he have a wrench? No, because I never see him. I usually give up. Oh, I haven't even given TZED. Yeah, blah, blah. What was that? There you go. He does not. Yeah, see, like I don't understand. Don't understand. Hey, man. Oh, no longer standard monitoring. What? He doesn't. Yeah, like I just don't understand. I don't understand, Mimo. I just don't understand. Tease E to C is the easier way. Tease. Don't you go teasing me, man. Don't you do it. Okay. Anyways, everybody's got their freaking frack. What's everybody's plans for the this here weekend? I already asked that question. Can't remember. How much do you want for the that MagnaCut? What are they worth? I don't even know what they're worth. MagnaCut's like forever or for expensive, isn't it? You Google it. Google. The 31. Okay, let's see. Which one with which one? Yeah, that's way out of my price range. That's for sure. But at least people know. Isn't that what? That's what it. That's 525 is brand new from Chris Reeves, right? That's what it says right here. Is it the drop point? Is that Canadian or is that American? Mimo is offering $100. Anyone from Missouri? Ozark Mountains. That'd be cool. It really ruined your relationship and now my channel. How did it ruin your... Oh, that's... Yeah. US dollars. 525. So that would be like almost $700. US to Canada. So 525. Yeah, it's like $710. That's crazy. Hey, Jerry, what's happening, brother? $125 and a triple. Mr. Jerry, you just missed. I ate a whole bowl of that broccoli cheese soup, and it was damn tasty, is what it was. But yeah, turned out pretty tasty. Oh, Ozark doesn't have a wrench. Ozark. There we go. Pew pew. All right. 125, a postcard from another world. Hey, that's... And it's coming from Canada, so, you know, you get the exchange of our colorful money that's loaded with animals from our country as well. So it's kind of a win-win. And if you get all the denominations, that'd be fun. Oh, you wouldn't. Well, you could, yeah, because you'd have to do the transfer from $1.25 to whatever that it would be. It's like $500. Papa Rhino's, yeah, he's moving to the Ozarks. Yeah, yeah. That's a good question, Tease. I used to be homeless, so if you uh, I actually, is that a I'm can I be a candidate for the giveaway program? Because not only am I recovering, but I was homeless. And did I tell you that I was like broken in the head too? Yeah, I'm that guy. And no, just kidding. But anyway, Mimo's got the right idea. Get the brown paper bag with the 40 OE. About 20 minutes from Missouri now, but on the Kansas side. Ozark, are you sounding like a owl, or are you talking about a band? Who are you talking about? Who? Who? Branson in Springfield. Hey, that's where Simpsons are. Is it true that all the conspiracies that come from The Simpsons are not conspiracies at all? They're actually facts, and they have some sort of space, no, like a Back to the Future time machine. Yeah, time machine that goes to the future to know what's going on, or is it just like I don't know. I'd rather have a bunch of budget knives over one $500 knives. Yeah, yeah. There's no way I could afford to have any of, like. There's no way. No, like my budget is like $50 a month, and that's basically, it goes on to like the supplies that I want for making these knives. So I no, $500 is just have about a week to sell everything and be homeless. So yeah, life is, yeah, it's, it's, it's tragic, dude. But I'm sure everything will work out, man. Like I've literally probably been in your full soul runs. But that's slick. We had a guy stabbed in the head a few weeks ago. Damn, that's tragic. What's going on, budget guy? You don't have a wrench either. That's tragic. There you go. What are you carrying today, budget guy? How was your week? I say it's been a bloody good week because he made it to this day called Friday. So TGI freaking A F. Because yeah. I'm gonna definitely do a Fatwood Friday or tomorrow. I was thinking about doing it today, but I've been having this cold in my bones for like what feels like 2 weeks, and I just haven't been able to get cold or warm, and it just doesn't make sense. So being outside when I can be inside, just it just doesn't appeal to me. But I'll bundle up and definitely go and do a fire tomorrow because I need it. I mean, I still do like fires while I'm smoking outside at night, but it's so dark, and then I don't have the right lighting for shooting videos. It's just too dark. What is Fatwood? Sticky stump, lighter knot. It's sapwood from here, this stuff. It smells like turpentine, and it looks like bacon. And it's great. But it's sapwood, and it's really, really heavy. And it's usually in the cores of stumps, like evergreens, Douglas firs, pines. You can get it in cedar, but it's harder to get. But yeah, loblolly pine is loaded. Like in all the branch crotches where the branch hits the tree, right in that area. And if you have a broken branch, the branch will try and heal itself and pump out the sap. And I mean, this stick is probably almost 2 pounds because it's just loaded with resins, and it burns really black. It's cologne for men is what it is. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely great fire starting for sure. Great mark. TMR neutron. Good old grape ape. Is that what you guys are you smoking? Are you talking about smoke, you guys? Or did I miss something there? Just skeet. Oh man. I'm very envious of you guys can source it easily. Yeah, totally. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, man. Bacon at its finest. Miss Allie says it best. I'm just gonna yeah, it smells great. Envious of, but where there's no fatwood, there's usually birch trees. So you probably have some sort of fire starting bush or tree around you. Ground fog. Do you have any silver birch or any river birch or any birch trees? Because they're they're brand they're the birch tree has really great oils in the bark. And a buddy of mine from Montreal, I don't have any of that stuff anywhere close to me. I'm in a Douglas fir rainforest, and but he's in Montreal and Quebec area where birch and silver birch and river birch and all the birch trees are out there. But I'm envious for people that have that as a tinder because it's really light and it burns really, really hot. So I got char cloth and wax tampons. Fantastic. I got a big bag of them wax things. Where did they go? I can't remember what I did with them. I just had them. I don't know what I did with them. Is that them? Nope. I don't know. They're like the little fire plugs, but like, where the hell did I just had them? Going crazy. What the hell? Literally, like I freaking just had them. Sorry. I don't know what I did with them. But they're like just little fire plug thingies. Oh, I missed a whole bunch of that. Here, I just gotta go back here. Here we go. Have logs on the pile. I can dig some out of fatwood. I mean, yeah, we're basically every stump close to us in our area. It's either old growth, fir, or 90% of the or 95% of the trees in our area are Douglas fir. So any stump is loaded. I have a particular spot that I go to that has like crazy amounts of this community is seriously like second to none. Like if you have an issue or if you're having problems, just talk to somebody. And seriously, that's Papa Rhino. You're the man. I try to be responsible. I try to responsibly harvest birch bark when I can. Nature is, yeah. I mean, you can take the first or the first 2 or 3 layers of the birch bark, but you just don't want to like make it bleed. When you start making the tree bleed, that's you're hurting the tree. But you'd be surprised about how much how many layers you can get without harming the actual tree. I actually kind of know a little bit of that, when I was doing tree work. I have a syringe in the fridge. Thai pink buffalo. Eek! That sounds evil. Psilocybin's days are behind me. Depends on why, and how many. Because was microdosing of psilocybin is it helps for depression and anxiety, and the only other best community I've ever been a part of is a member of Fire. Yeah, any people that serve are amazing. Tasty, tasty. I think Bushcraft has email, don't you, Bushcraft? I feel that Bushcraft. The 2 people I trusted most won't talk to me anymore. Booted me out of the Discord. That's heavy, man. Yeah, that's like seriously. I have huge trust issues still from like shit that my life went through. But yeah, I have a hard time trusting people. And I mean, people nowadays have only them in mind, and what they can get from you that'll better them. And until I found this knife fatwood community, bushcraft kind of community, I I had zero faith in humanity at all. And then I started meeting some of the people in the community, and the this community has like started giving me the faith back in humanity. And like I'm literally looking at a wall of love from like letters and cards and stickers. Like I'm just been so blessed and met some of the like most amazing people in this. The best fire starting bark we have here for tinder is cedar. Yeah, for for I don't do the whole Discord thing. It's just another app. Just done with apps. So this is the only app besides Messenger, and I basically just have Messenger just for my family. So yeah, but any self promotion, you guys are more than welcome to, as long as it's not out of line. Then I have no patience for that kind of shit. I don't want anything if it's hateful or derogatory or any of that shite. I know 99.9% of the people in this community, I can smell bullshit a mile away. I was one of the best bullshitters, so yeah. But yeah, Mr. Phil was having a crack lacking, homie. Momoa lifestyle for life. That's what's cracking. What's good, Mr. Phil? How you doing, man? I totally agree with what Mimo said. Papa would have a good home for it for sure. Don't you have email too? Bushcraft? It takes a bullshitter to no, yeah, it really does, man. Yeah, man, I'm stoked that you're here too. Life good to you, man? I'm sure life is really rad for you. Mr. Phil's good people for sure. There you go, Rhino. His I think his email is on his about part. There's a Benza. It'd be a good home for Papa Rhinos. Like that's what he does. He works with knives all day, every day. So it would be a great home for him. Well, yeah, that's how you have. Yeah, you have to have an email to have an account on YouTube. So unless your email got hacked and then you Bushcraft, we've emailed before, right? I think we have. I can forward the email, or I'll see. Have we? Minus a cut finger. Jake Gilbo says. Bullshit. 'Cause. 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 The one that I made? I would say of all the people on YouTube, I blame the economy. Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. That's right. You talking about this one, Mr. Phil? Yes, sir. I still have it. This one's going to Scab. And he's going to go and beat the crap out of it. And then we'll see if I'm a contender. I don't know if I'm going to be a contender on this build, but I learned a lot on it for sure. But yes, sir. It's fabulous. And did I show you that? I showed everybody else, but this is the next build, but it's going to be bigger. It's obviously it's like it's small, so it's probably going to be from the end of the handle to about maybe here ish. Yeah, we'll see. I need to sharpen my axe. I've never done it. I don't have advice. Any advice? Do you have a belt sander? You remember, like, you don't like what are you doing with the axe first of all? Like, are you just splitting wood, or are you? Dude, I'm like, there's like, dude, I'm so horrible at leather sheath stuff right now, man. Maybe when I get, like, I don't want to like, dude, I'm not really good at it for right now. Like, give me a few more builds, and then we can talk for sure. Because I like, especially if you're like, yeah, like I want to be better before I even, but I definitely want to get building and whatnot. It doesn't need to be razor sharp to be splitting and chopping bread. Like most of my axes, like I can't do the whole paper cut, but I mean, they're sharp. They're kind of sharp, but like you can basically do it with a file. You don't have to go. Yeah, like if I was gonna do it, I would do it with a file and just, yeah. Especially for splitting wood, like it split. And if you have, like if you have a maul or if you just have a small axe, you like if you're splitting, you want definitely a bigger wedge. But if you're like crafting with your axe, you definitely want it sharp. But if you're files are great to some point, just straight down and forward. And a bench grinder too. Yeah. I mean, I've got a bench grinder. I mean, most axes come relatively okay to just split wood. You don't need over, and even like I found that if the knife or the axe is too slim, I have issues with them sticking into the wood, especially if it's wet, not seasoned wood. And then yeah, a puck. Like I think I got a puck. Yeah. And then like something like that, fine and a coarse, just to take the burr off. But and I've split thousands of cords of wood, and I've never had to sharpen an axe more than file sharp. Lansky makes a good. I think that's what this one is, a Lansky puck. Yeah, like seriously, like a coarse file would do. Like, where's my files here? Right here. Axe actually has an axe file, so that's as coarse as you need, and it's an actual axe file, and you can get them on Amazon for $12-15, and it'll last you longer than a puck. File with a rag, yeah, totally. And each time you change your angle, you fold your cloth. Like you do like 15 grinds on one, and then you fold 15 grinds on one, and then fold, and 15 grinds on each side. And then, yeah, that should be more than enough. And but by the like sixth fold, if you can get more than that, you're like, it doesn't need to be more than 5 folds basically with any rag. Because you're doubling each time you fold it, right? So no, you use the rag. Okay, so here I'll show you. Just give me a second. I'll do some explaining. Just give me a sec. I gotta find. Okay. Okay. Yeah. And of course, I have the most heavy axe I have. Just give me a second. I'm gonna find a smaller one. And you can do this on any axe profile, basically. I mean, this one's already like perfect, but when you're trying to you use the, oh, that's backwards. You use the cloth as a guide. And each time you fold it over, it gets bigger, right? Oh, you can't see. And like even like that's an aggressive, and you're just kind of doing that on the angle, but each time you do 15, you have to, whatever you do on one side, you have to do the other. So it's an equal, unless you're making carpentry an axe where you're only sharpening one side. So did that make any sense? Did you get that? Did that make any sense? Did I explain that good enough for everybody? Does I got it? Okay, cool. This sheath is absolutely garbage. You know why? Because there's no separator piece that keeps the threads. You see how the threads are short and cut? You know why they're cut? Because they don't have that separator piece that like every piece of leather would have, or any piece of cloth would have, to keep that from happening. So once this sheath has cut everything, I'm going to stitch a piece of leather in said hole. That way this sheath will be okay. I tell you, they're pretty expensive, Papa Rhino. What you do is find an older plum, or like, I mean, this is my, like, I wanted an axe like this Halsbrook's Arvika. If you can find an Arvika, 4.5 pounder, like that, that's a wood annihilator. It kills, and it makes it easy work too, like really easy work. Cool. Glad I explained it properly. I have hard time explaining stuff sometimes. Hand tools are fine and fun until fun. I still sharpen my mower blades with a file. Yeah, man, and they'll probably stay sharper than if you send them out to get them sharpened from somebody else. Because I mean, nobody takes time to do good stuff anymore. It's the almighty dollar, and you save dollars if you learn how to do stuff yourself. And if you do it enough, you get kind of good at it. I mean, I'm horrible at sharpening, but I can sharpen stuff so it gets the job done. It's true. Just gotta yeah. What are you doing this weekend, Papa? And and like, how sharp do you actually need stuff? Like, overkill is, I mean, you don't really need to go overkill for especially small tasks. I mean, if you're just making fire in the woods, I mean, it doesn't need to be wicked sharp. And if you're by yourself in the woods, sometimes safer to have a non so sharp something or other. Because if it's just you and you're out bucking wood with a wicked sharp axe, and heaven forbid you get smacked with it, I mean, that's one thing you gotta like. Grandfather Books Wild Hatchet with sharpening puck, brand new. Every bush crafter's dream hatchet. It wasn't mine. I made my own. Actually, I made it for Kimmers, but I use it. It's still a Swedish blade. 2 1/4. But I made the sheath for it. And man, I tell you, I haven't done much. Made the handle and whatnot, but Swedish axes, definitely, they're really good. But I'm literally the cheapest person. I try to get the best deal on everything, and if I can find the head cheap, I think I found that one. I found that. I can't remember where I found that one, but I found it, and I made a perfect axe out of it. I've broken a few handles in my day on that head, but yeah, older heads that are well crafted are better quality anyways. So I always try and find older stuff and repurpose it and give it life again, because the newer shit coming out is not nearly as good. Back in the day where the axe head I need to attach to stick to it. And yeah, like Budget Guide, there's some of them are like, the older ones are way better. What kind of heads are they? Like plums and whatnot? I definitely want to get a plum. I got a plum. Big J, Big J Knives. He sent. It's actually the hammerhead builds the knives that I'm making now, because it's a quality hammer, and I handled that. Didn't have a handle, so I put a handle on it. Here it is, right here. In fact, perfect finishing hammer. Plum hammer. You can't really see it. I didn't wire wheel it enough, but it does say plum hammer. Single head hatchet, and an old Oregon head. Oregon are great as well. Shingle head, like an old roofing hammer. They look like little tomahawks. Is that what you're talking about? Organ heads are nice as well. Hopefully do a hike or some kayak fishing this weekend. Starts my 9 days off. Brother, dude, I'm stoked. Is this like your spring vacation kind of deal with the kids? Dude, I'm fucking stoked for you. That's dope. 9 days of freaking Papa Rhino time. There's Brand New American sending something. What'd you send, Brand New American? Looks like a stiletto hammer, maybe. Yeah, it is. A little old stiletto. Fuck yeah, those are badass hammers. I only bought one in my hammer, one in my day. It got stolen, and I wasn't gonna buy another one, so I ended up going with the fuck did I go with? But dude, seriously, for carpentry and putting sticks together, that is the best hammer you could ever work with. Yes, sir. The best stiletto hammer ever. Putting sticks together with roofs and putting houses together, that is by far the best hammer to have for sure. Hey, Calzona, Virginia. You said it best. Budget. You're doing the best thing you can do is reaching out and talking to the people that, are here. And the people that hang out with in these rooms, like Papa Rhino, I know is a good dude. Like if he's talking to you and reaching out to you, he's not just talking out his ass. Like he's a good dude trying to see you have better times for sure. Stay blessed, Ozark. Hope that helps, and let us know how it turned out if you do the rag turn. And if you do it with the rag, do 15 per side. Like do 15 good strokes per side, and then level up and level up and level up. And by like a no joke, by the fifth fold, you should have a sufficient enough sharpness that will do exactly what you need. Crap urine spawn. Nice. Papa Rhino is a phenomenal person. Absolutely. He really is. Just made finish band practice. Jumped on the live. Sweet. What do you play again, Calzone? Been working in Selena. He's closer. Lawrence. Yeah. Bass and vocals. Nice. I slapped some strings in high school band. drum and bass and baritone sax. And what else did I do? I didn't like the trumpet. Baritone sax mostly, and then obviously DJing after that, because Papa Rhino knows. He's in that. He's got some knowledge about me. Bass is fun. I've always loved that that thump that bass gives you. I was French horn and turntables. Yeah. Going back to Cali, to Cali, to Cali. Going back to Cali. I don't think so. Every time I think of French horn and turntables, I go to that song, Papa. You were the audience. Selena has put 6 hours into last week. Meetings and stuff. Nice. You can get to Colorado in 6 hours. Oh, as long as you're not freaking talking, texting, and driving like a maniac there, Mr. Papa Rhino. And seriously, now that you have patience, being a little bit older, you can definitely pick up an instrument for sure. Even if it's like a snare drum, just to tap on something, or bongo, like something. Ukulele. Morale season is coming, eh? Chanterelles and lobsters and pines. I saw Promise play a whole Rush album 2 years ago. Fuck yeah, that'd been sweet. Primus has bass on lock for sure. Yeah, that I remember that, Mark. You saw you made a video of that, didn't you? You found one morale. That was it. I bet you where you found that morale, somebody had found a whole stash before, like the day before. I bet I bet you were just somebody got to it before. That's right. Yeah, you cooked it. That's right. It's almost too wet for mushrooms out here right now, but once it starts drying, you found 200 pounds of mushroom. Oh, wow. How much did you make off that haul? I don't know how much you guys pay for mushrooms down in the States. Yeah, I bet you that somebody had picked that area like the day or a day before. Because if there was one, where there's one, there's multiple. You saw Promise a few years ago. Well, kind of pregame the concert too hard, and you don't remember a lot. Kyle, you sound like you party like me. People that I go to parties with remember the parties better than I do, because especially back then, because I didn't know the meaning of slow. Yeah, but if there's too much moisture, they go bad real quick. That's what I found anyway. Lightning storm triggers mushroom growth. I did not know that. Really? Is that a fact or is that a myth? Ink caps go back quick. Oh fuck yeah. You gotta go to the places where people aren't. I remember years ago there was just a few people picking, and once they found that it's a lucrative business and you can get some serious money for mushrooms. Yeah, people money, like greed. People are greedy, and that's what it is. There was we found some Oriental people, like they're just so ignorant. Like I've I've met a lot of pickers from a lot of nationalities, but when you're raking old growth mushroom patches and you're not thinking, oh, you're just thinking about here and now, you're not thinking about next year or the life of that. Oh, I just got really angry. Yeah, I caught somebody raking a huge area of forest and just taking what he could, like, oh, it was just people are ignorant. People don't think about other people. They're just always in for themselves. I'll probably get hate speech for saying that now. But no, one other person I've seen do that. Anyways, holy cow, it's almost 2 hours we've been talking. Check my text. Oh, yeah. Ding, 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 ding. Okay, here we go. Oh, and Kyle sent me some too. Holy shit. That's a fuck ton of mushrooms, man. Did you keep all of them? Or did you sell them? Or did you make them into something tasty? Because that's a freaking fracking. This is how Papa Rhino rolls, yo. This is all Papa Rhino. That guy knows how to pick. Faux show. And he cuts them. So he wasn't raking them. Yeah, those are all cut. Good job. Good job, Papa Rhino. The people that are just they just come on they'll just wreck it for everybody else. But yeah, cutting, especially morels, like and stuff like most mushrooms, you need to cut them so they reseed for next season. But yes, 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 yes. Because yes. And if you rake it, it doesn't grow back next year. It really fucks the whole patch. Ain't right. Stay blessed, TZ, EDC. Hope you have a blessed weekend, brother. I should probably shut down too because I'm usually only on for an hour and a half. And, well, we're just about a half an hour past. And I haven't had one cigarette, people. That's great. For a smoker that smokes like smoke, that's pretty good for this guy. So always remember to thank a vet, love a vet, appreciate a vet, thank them for their service because they make the freedoms for us to do things like this. So definitely appreciate a vet. I did not bring Choo Choo. Choo Choo's at the door. So big ups and a B ups for Jason Brown. Like Mr. Grumpy says, be kind and love people. Every day on this side of the dirt is truly a blessing. And as long as you can be the best version of you can be for each day, that's all you need to do. So that being said, I hope everybody has an amazing weekend. Mr. Kyle, Mr. Papa Rhino, I'll check up on the emails that you sent and the text and whatnot. But yeah, it was nice to see you, Kyle, for sure. And bushcraft, seriously, dude, the people that I hang out with truly care about the people that I hang out with. So Papa Rhino is the best place, and he's a good dude. So hope everything works out with you guys for that. And I'll probably see you throughout other lives this weekend. And know that you're appreciated and loved. And we'll see you all here next week. Talk about something else. And if you guys have any suggestions, leave it in the comments when I shut this down. And we'll talk about those things next week.